Hey guys, Rex here, and today I'm going to talk about warrior, talents, glyphs, and rotations, etc, etc. And first I'm going to start off with talents. So, Juggernaut, which is, you can charge over 12 seconds instead of 20 seconds, which is, I reckon, will only be good in arena against needy cleaves, such as DKs, warriors, rogues and all stuff. So, yeah, double time for spellcaster cleaves, I reckon, like the mages, so they can't really get away from you. There's more mobility as well. Rawbringer, where your charge also knocks the target to the ground, stuns for 3 seconds, which is, I reckon, is going to be pointless, as your charge is still going to be 20 seconds. And Rage Regeneration instantly heals you for 10% of your total health, an additional 10% over 5 seconds, which is fucking stupidly pointless. So I don't even recommend that. Second Wind, whenever you're below 35% health, you generate 3% health per second. So I reckon that is, at the moment, it is pretty overpowered against rogues and such other stuff, so you can't die. So I recommend you should use that at all times. Impending Victory. Instantly attack the target, causing 7k damage and healing you for 10% of your maximum health. I really haven't tried this talent out yet, but if you get the killing blow every time, it resets the cooldown and you gain 10% every time you get a killing blow, so I reckon it is alright. Staggering Shout, cause all enemies within 20 yards to be snared or rooted. For this to work, you need to hamstring everyone in the BG arena, etc., and pop that and it'll root everyone for 5 seconds, which is alright, I suppose, but I prefer using Pierce Now. And Pierce Now snares all enemies within 15 yards, reducing their movement speed for 50% for 15 seconds. And that's good for slowing people down so they can't get away and all that. Disruption Shout, interrupt all spellcasting within 10 yards to prevent any spell in that school from being cast for 4 seconds, which is basically a 4-second silence every 40 seconds, so that's alright as well, I suppose. Blaze Storm, you become a whirlwind storm, destructive force, striking all enemies within 8 yards for 120% weapon damage every 1 second for 6 seconds. Which Blaze Storm is pretty pointless now. All it does is basically get you out of Nova, roots and other stuff. It basically does hardly any damage, which is, and for 6 seconds this is stupid. Shockwave, what I actually use, sends a wave of force in frontal cone for you, causing 11k damage, stunning all enemy targets within 10 yards for 4 seconds, which is a really good CC, I reckon, for 20 seconds anyway. So every 20 seconds you can shockwave someone and stun them, which is really good. Dragon Roar ferociously, causing 21k damage to all enemies within 8 yards, knocking them down to the ground for 3 seconds. Dragon Roar is always a critical strike and ignores all armor on the target. For that, I reckon that's going to be used for RBGs and raids anyway, because it is good damage when you pop wrecking all your trinkets and stuff. Not for arena, it's got to be pretty pointless. Mass Spell Reflection reflects the next spell cast on you and all party raid members within 20 yards for 5 seconds. So, if say some of your teammates about to get Cyclone, Polymorph or whatever, just pop that and it will reflect them back onto them, so it's a really good CC. Safeguard, run at high speed towards a party or raid member, removing apparent effects upon you, intercepting the next melee ranged against them, reducing their damage by 20% for 6 seconds. I haven't used this talent yet, so I really don't know what to say about this one. The same to go with Vigilance, which is focus your protective gaze on the party or raid member, transferring 30% of your damage taken to you for 12 seconds. So I really don't know if that's useful or not. At level 90, get Avatar, where you transform into an unstoppable Colossus for 20 seconds, increasing your damage dealt by 20% and causing your attacks to generate 30% of extra rage. While transformed, you are immune to movement impairing effects. So level 90, that's the way you definitely want to go for arenas and that, where your damage is increased by 20% and you're immune to snares for 20 seconds, which is what it says in the talent, you're going to be unstoppable. So yeah. Bloodbath. For the next 12 seconds, cause your melee special attacks to deal an additional 30% as a bleed over 6 seconds. While bleeding, the target moves at 50% reduction speed. There's not really any point using this talent, I reckon, because you already got hamstring and pierce now. So yeah. Stormbolt. Heal your weapon at an enemy, causing 100% weapon damage and stunning the target for 3 seconds. Deal another additional 300% weapon damage to target and permanently immune to stuns. That talent is alright, I suppose. Like, Avatar is going to be well much better, as you're immune to snares and roots and everything for 20 seconds, which is pretty overpowered, I reckon. Now I'm going to talk about talents. For the mage talents, I reckon you should use Glyph of Death from Above. Reduces the cooldown by heroically by 15 seconds and increases damage by 100%, which is definitely a talent you need to use, I reckon. Mortar Strike. When your Mortar Strike is affecting a target, healing effects on you are increased by 100%. Yeah, again, I should reckon you use that at all times as well, because the main ability you actually need to use, causing bleeding wounds, which is the dot that you need to use now instead of rend. And Glyph of Hindering Strikes. Your heroic strike and cleave now also reduce the target's movement speed by 50%. And then for this glyph, this is what I choose, but at level 90 I'm going to use Gag Order for Arena, which is going to be a lot more CC. So I'm just using this for BGs and that now, so at the moment I'm using that, so at level 90 you should definitely go Gag Order, which is your pummel and heroic throw also silence the target for 3 seconds, which is going to be a lot of game changing in arenas and other stuff. The minor glyphs, Glyph of Gushing Wound, your deep wounds are even bloodier than normal. Well, for minor glyphs, these are just fun glyphs that make your attacks look more cooler, really. So you can just have what you want. Like Glyph of Thunder Strike, your thunderclap visual includes a lightning strike, really. Glyph of Mighty Victory, whenever you use Victory Rush or Impending Victory, heal you grow slightly larger, which is just another fun talent basically, so yeah. Now I'm going to show you the warrior rotation. So first you want to use Battle Shout, Charge, you want to use Cloth Smash first really, Mortar Strike, Overpower, and if you get another Overpower, you spam Overpower, Mortar Strike again when you have 100 Rage, just spam Slam until you get Rage Starved, and same again really. If you want to watch out for Taste of Blood really as well. If you get 5 stacks, your heroic strike is going to do the mental amount of damage. So the same again really. Just keep doing that. Slam, slam. You should only use heroic strike when you have Taste of Blood, which is the only reason why you need to use it. And Taste of Blood needs to be buffed, I reckon. 30% down, 30% chance to proc. It's just stupid. I reckon it should be buffed to like 50% or something like that. If a Shockwave, you should use that every cooldown you have, really, which is a 4-second stun. Got 45k, 20k, 24k slams. And I'll show you now with Trinket and Wreck. So pop cross smash, top Wreck, come up, Mortar Strike, Overpower, Slam 77k, Slam 65k, Slam 55k, Mortar Strike 50k, Overpower 30k, Slam, Slam 58k. So that's all you need to do really for immense damage. It's like 3 buttons really. Warriors damage is just ridiculous at the moment. So that's all you need to use really. For PvP wise, you want to for defensive cooldowns, you need to use Thunderclap. Applies Demolition Shout, reduces the physical damage dealt by 10%. You want to use Disarm, which is really good now because you don't have to go defensive stance to use it. You need to use Imitating Shout, which fears all enemies within a certain amount of yards for 6 seconds, which is really good. Want to use Die by the Sword, where you parry for 100% for 6 seconds and decreases damage done to you for 20 seconds. No, 6 seconds, sorry, which is really good. So yeah. So I hope you joined this warrior tutorial about glyph rotations, talents, and this is really my first ever commentary I've really done. That's why I sound weird and kind of stutter sometimes, which made me really nervous. So please leave some feedback down below, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.